and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids0147, and it's time to update my logbook. So it's my May logbook update, but it is to update for everything that I have done, purchased, etc. There is a reason for an etc. this month, in April. So the first thing I like to do, I do have my things sort of separated. So this is my round diamond painting stash. This is my square. This is my actual logbook. And then this is sort of my spares and my whips. So I'm going to start with my whips. So Walking in the Rain is still ongoing. That one was started in January. That is my Mahusive project. So that one needs to stay. Mini Traditional Foods, I started in February, but this one is finished. So if you saw my video earlier this week, I actually de-kitted all 3 of my Paint Gem mini kits, and I've actually finished them all within April. So they... Even though Her Story was actually finished first, it was still near the beginning of April, but the rest have been finished in April. I then also have moved over this Auraloa, which is actually with the dodgy washi tape, which I seem to have stuck on this one on both sides, and second right over half of the information. So I might need to redo that page. 25th of the 11th, 2022. Okay, I might actually be able to save that with the information, just writing it over the top. But this one, while I have not finished it, I have started it in April 2024. So I just wanted to make sure that was updated with started. So they are my current 2 whips, because I have yet to kit up my next set of paint gems. So I will have to move those over at some point. But that is updated. So 1 book down. And then while we have the ones that are completed, I'm going to go to said logbook and update with said completed. So Her Story, sort of like to work in a little bit of an order. So Her Story, as always with Paint Gem, love the canvas, love the quality of the drills. So I'm giving my star rating, which I have had no problems with any of these paint gems. So this was finished in April 2024, and this one has been kept. I've got no additional things that I need to add in any which way. It was the one I finished first, so I am putting it in my book first, even though they were all April. This was the first one in April. So we shall pop Her Story in. And then I have the finished images, which actually look very similar. It makes me think, why bother with this one? This is the mock-up off their website, but this is the actual finished. So let's get rid of that, because it is exactly the same. I have on some of the paint gems, I have decided to sort of take the secondary image that Paint Gem have on their website, just to make things look a little bit different when I put them in together, but I've not done it on all of them. So Her Story was the first one I finished. It was very close between the other 2. I think I actually finished them both on the same evening, the last one of each. But it was actually Traditional Foods that I did of the first one of the 2. And this is that washi that likes to rip, so let's not even try and save that page. So we'll give this one again. This can have 5 stars. And we'll bob 5 stars for all of those. I've kept it. And then that one was also finished in April 2024. And I have started putting a few of my pictures sort of on the bottom half of this just to help even out. So I'm still evening out a little bit my pages, because most of the first ones I actually put on the top section. So you can see I've put a lot of them on the top section of completed. Some of them have got 2, but we're a little bit closer to sort of evening them out. And then last but by no means least, we have butterflies. And by the looks of it, I've already peeled off some of the tape on here. Oh, and that's right over the writing. Can I still see the writing? No, but I can see it stuck to the washi tape. 22/02/2023. This is some of my older scrapbooking washi tape, so we'll get rid of that as well. Now, I am going to class this as 3 painting sets completed for the month of April. April 2024, 3 sets completed. And it will make more sense when I go to add paintings, because I'm only adding 2. Let's ignore the fact that in 2 days there is an unboxing video for 2 more paint gem kits. Let's ignore that fact, because at the time of updating this logbook, well actually you can say that I am completing or lowering the number of my uncompleted by 4. Rather than 3. So we've got those 3 paint gem mini kits that are done, and that's my sort of logbook part of my thing done. But I am actually taking out Protégé as well. So this is a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club that I've had in my stash. I actually had somebody reach out to me. It is their what's it called? Is it like White Elephant? No, it's not White Elephant. It's their elephant, maybe? Anyway, it is their painting that they have been wanting for ages, and haven't, and it's not been restocked on Diamond Art Club. So they did actually reach out to me on the off chance that I would be willing to part with mine. And while it is a painting that I do like, there's no paintings in my stash that I don't. So it is a painting that I like. It is not one that in fact, I am happy to pass it on to somebody who really, really loves it, and will get more enjoyment out of it than I will. Though I would have enjoyed doing it, it was never sort of the painting that drove me to place my order. It was a painting picked up with another painting, if that makes sense. So that has gone to its new home, and I hope she enjoys it immensely, because it is an absolutely gorgeous painting. But I am happy to let that one go and sort of reduce my stash by that little bit. So that's 4 paintings gone, and only 2 to add. We could even it out if we class the 2 paint gems that I need to add, but for now we'll stick on these odds. I'm sure next month my odds will go way down, but that's the way it works. So I do need to add these 2 to my stash. Right, sorry, my son's actually just nipping out to Aldi. And what I've just remembered, that's the only thing. I do go in order and it all works well. But I do need to update this with the ones that I have completed. So Traditional Foods, April 2024. Butterfly, April 2024. And then, see, there is actually only 5 left on there from my sort of first batch. It does just go on. And then her story, here it is, April 2024. So they're added on. I'm also going to write in Easter, but I will need to get the other information from their website. So let's get my logbook things. I've got 2 paintings to add in. One is the paint gem and one is a big square. So this one is Easter. And I do have my laptop here. I do actually have it on Paint Gem's website, but that is because I was just getting some images to be able to pop on here. So Easter, let's write it on here actually. So they are 10 by 15, 10 by 15, and there is 16 pieces in Easter. So let's put that on, because then that is complete and I can move the page out the way. So now on here, 10 centimetres by 15 centimetres and then 16 pieces. They are poured glue. I class these as partial, and that is because they are in different shapes, like it doesn't go into a full rectangle. So number of colours in this one is 39. Total drills 15,717. They are square with DMC. They don't come with AB. I sometimes add them. So purchased from Paint Gem, and I've actually ordered and paid for this set myself. So let me just find. Trust me to have shrunk down all my email inboxes, so I can't find it. Okay. Order is on its way. Okay, that was tiles and window. That was mystery 3. There's been far too many. Here we go. Easter. So I ordered this on the 15th of the 3rd, 2024. And then it was shipped a couple of days later. And this is another reason that I also do my logbooks on a monthly basis, because the tracking hasn't disappeared. So this was received on the 26th of the 3rd, 2024. So I may not have been able to get round to unboxing it until April, but it did turn up in March. And this one was actually £32. I actually can put the pounds due to conversion. I did then get a little bit of a discount, but then I did have to pay postage as well, so it did work out a bit more than that. But yeah, that is that one done. So now I need my washi tape that does not stick as much, but I have learnt I now no longer put 2 pieces of washi on my images, just in case I find that one of these does become super sticky. I just put it down one side. I can also then still move it about when I add in information. So that can go in there. And these are my currants that I will be choosing from my decision wheel. As I say, I do have a couple that are getting unboxed on a video on Friday, but I think I'm not going to include those in my decision wheel. Yeah, I think I'm not going to include those for my next lot. I'm going to try and keep up to date with my logbook, but that one is all done, so that can now go away and sit with the others. Well, it can in a minute, because I'm going to put it in alphabetical order. And then I have this one to put away. So this is a large square, of which this is probably my biggest selection. So this one is called Happy Days. So let's write it on my just stash list first. And this is from Aura Lower. So I just put an O on it. But it is Happy Days. Happy Days by, and this is by Jodie Bergsma. So I'm just going to put the whole thing with the artist. We have got some information on here. So it's 63.5 centimetres by 43 centimetres. Sorry, that's a different kind of daily interruption. That's just hubby saying hello. Okay, so where were we? 63.5 by 43.5. It is a poured glue, this one. It is a full drill. Number of colours, I do actually put down when I'm organised, when I unbox them, I do write down how many colours, just in case the website doesn't say. So, and I've written 53 and it's actually 52 colours. It's square with DMC and with AB. This is from Aura Lower, and I can actually tell the orders and sort of shipping on this one as well. Or at least I think I can. It's currently in French. But hey, numbers should be all right. Should they not? Numbers should be okay. Yes. So I can work out. So it was received on the 9th of April 2024. So I can work that out even though it's in French. And I can see that's when it was en route. So the order was actually placed on the 28th of the 3rd. This was actually placed, like the order was placed by them on my behalf for unboxings. But it was actually shipped out on the 4th and was received with me on the 9th. So that is pretty good going. This painting is a £50 painting. And if I click on it, do they say how many diamonds on their website? Some do, some don't. So let me just change that to English so I can actually read the website. And I want to find Happy Days. I absolutely love this image. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and it's low stock already. No, it says it's 52 colours, including 3 ABs. It says the level of it, what it is, but it doesn't actually say the amount of diamonds. So I can work out the amount of diamonds by my rough calculator. And what I do for that is I do 63.5 times by 43, which gives us sort of the whole area, or centimetre squared. And then I times that by 16 when it comes to squares. So that tells me that there is approximately 43,688 diamonds in that one. It's not yet started, that set. So let's tidy away these because they are the only 2 I am adding to my stash. So I'm adding 1 paint gem after 3 of them have been completed, and 1 square painting after selling on to somebody a round painting. Does that even out a little bit? Does that work out good? Who knows? Right, so now I've got that, I am going to trim around this sticker because this is the part that I want. Just the image It's nice to have a reference, not just the name, but a reference to what the actual image is. It's very nice to sort of flip through my logbooks and see what all the finished images are. In fact, that one at the front is actually my Heaven and Earth design one. And then I'll pop this one a little bit further down. We'll pop it across there. And then this is the one I have absolutely loads of, as you can see. So move that one over and pop it in there. And there we go. I have got all my information in. I don't have any round ones to add to my diamond painting stash for today. That is my sort of bag of logbook bits. So yeah, I don't have any to add to my rounds, but I did take one away. I've added to my squares, as you can see, that's getting pretty full, but 3 of those paint gem will move over next week. Then I've got my logbook. This is my logbook for 2023 and 2024. So that is so far over the past 2 years. I do have a logbook put aside for 21 and 22. And then that is my spare diamonds and my current diamond paintings in progress. And I like this little setup. It's a little bit more manageable for me. I personally prefer it, so that I can just, you know, grab each one that I want and have my logbook that once it gets full, I can move it aside and start a fresh one. But yeah, logbook is updated for the month of April, ready to start May. So let's see what this month brings. We're starting it with the kitting up, so that's always good. Starting it with kitting up my 3. Hopefully I will get my large round one finished over this next month, which would be nice. I will be kitting up my June painting in May. My June waffle painting will get kitted up. So that will be another one from my stash. And once I finish my large round painting, I'll be kitting up a large square painting, which will also sort of reduce the stash a smidge. And that'll be one that I'll work on off camera while working on my June waffle painting throughout June. So yeah, looking to be a good month for kitting up in May. So stay tuned for all of those. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.